हरे कृष्णा। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञान वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण ललिता साद्वैतं सार्वभूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्विताश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। न चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। श्रील प्रभुपाद की। महाराज की लाइफ प्रभुपाद थे। एवरी मिनट he was thinking of Prabhupada. इनका मॉर्निंग भी प्रभुपाद के लेक्चर से होता था. And he told me to be strong. So I'm trying. So in 1976, Prabhupada asked him, what are you doing for living? So he says, Prabhupada, I am a structural engineer. So Prabhupada told him, there is so many engineers, so many doctors, but I want you to become a preacher. So next day he left his job. He didn't even ask me. He left the job and he came home and he told me that I quit the job. So I said, very nice, because you're following your spiritual master instruction. And he tear his degree. So in the future he won't feel like working. And he threw it in the garbage. So my daughter picked it up. Okay, Pita, what you did? He said, I don't need this. Now all I want to do is serve my spiritual master. And he had a full faith in Prabhupada. Okay, Prabhupada will help me preach. And he said he is always with me. Just a Prabhupada bhi, I will speak Hindi and English, I don't know. Prabhupada always was thinking that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj is always with him. So we always have to think our spiritual master is always with us. And he will guide us from spiritual world. And he will watch us that what we are doing. We have to be strong, preacher, distributing, kirtan, Nityananda Feri. He wanted to do Nityananda Feri. So I want all of you to do Nityananda Feri, Harinam, Prachar. Every minute we have to be Krishna conscious. That was his desire. So he was telling me, now I am all responsibility giving it to you. So you have to take care of my disciple and make them strong. So I'm trying. I'm praying to Prabhupada that please help me. And I'm sure Prabhupada will help. Because every minute Prabhupada is there. Every time I have something, I ask Prabhupada and I open the book and I get my answer. So he is always with us. So we have to be strong and preach So don't think that our spiritual master is left. No, he's always with us. He's watching us. So we have to be strong. Don't think that, oh, now we can do whatever we like. No, he's watching. And he wants all of you to go back home, back to Godhead. Somebody asked Prabhupada that, Prabhupada, if I don't make it this life, then you have to come back. So what Prabhupada said, don't make me come back. So I'm telling all of you that don't make him come back. He was very merciful and he was giving Diksha. I was telling him, stop, but he was not stopping. Until last minute. Now he was saying, make list and I'll give them. So that was his desire. He says, this conditioned soul, at least chanting 16 rounds, following four principle in Kali Yuga, is very hard, but they are doing, so I should not stop them taking Diksha. So I know it was hard, but still he was doing. So we have to preach and we have to help the conditioned soul. So Krishna and Guru and Radha Shyam Sundar will be very merciful. And Krishna is so kind. The day he left this planet, 4:30 in the morning, he was up. So I asked him, do you want to join Mangala Arati? He says, why not? Like he couldn't speak, but he gave me the indication. So I put it online, and he followed the whole Mangala Arati, Tulsi Arati. He chanted the round with Prabhupada, with the disciple. He listened the lecture, and whole time he was so Krishna conscious. And after the program, he listens the lecture. So Radharani and Shyam Sundar is so merciful that we came back to Vrindavan. We was in Delhi, but his desire was that I leave my body in Vrindavan. He was telling me, we are traveling so much. If something happened to me, please take me back to Vrindavan. So Radharani is so kind. So in Purushottam Mass is very auspicious. So he went to Golok in Purushottam Mass. So Krishna is very kind. I'm always praying that, thank you so much, Radha Shyam Sundar. You are so merciful. He wanted to say, Radha Shyam Sundar. He always used to chant there. So I pray to Radha Shyam Sundar, make some arrangement that he can see you. So yesterday, he saw Radha Shyam Sundar online. So Radha Shyam Sundar is very merciful. At least he fulfilled his desire. And he always used to follow his god brother. He followed Prabhupada's instruction in 76. And then, can you open? Sorry, open. Because I want to say the year, that's why I have to look. He gave me two instructions, be strong and take care of my disciple. And complete Aligarh temple. That was his desire to live before the planet. Okay. We was in Chicago in 1979. We used to be there with Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He told us to move to Chicago from Toronto because there were so many Gujarati people. So Maharaj thought he should come here and preach. So for 2 years we preached very nice. But in 79 there was some political problem. So Jayadvaita Maharaj told my husband that move from here and open one center and preach. So he used to like so much Bahudak's Kirtan in Vancouver. So we moved to Vancouver in 79, 80. And 1997, Gopal Krishna Maharaj told him, please come to Delhi. And he says, no, I don't want to come. So Maharaj asked him, why you don't want to come? He says, I want to become a guru too, and you are guru, so I don't want to compete with you. So Maharaj said, don't worry, come. Because he says, if I preach, then I want them to be under me, because otherwise they will go everywhere and my preaching won't be helpful. So that's why he wanted to become guru. So Gopal Krishna Maharaj went to Russia and called again that, Kratu, please come. So he says, no. So I told him that pure devotee is calling you from even Russia now, so maybe we should surrender to him. So then he said to Maharaj that maybe I will come for 5 years. He made a condition, and then Maharaj said, please come. So he came to 1997 November to Delhi, and the opening was 1998 in April. So Radha Parthasarthi, he is very, very merciful. So we tried to preach there for 5 years, 2002. And then he wanted to become guru, so I went to Nrsingadev in Mayapur. And I prayed to him, Nrsingadev, you can see if he become guru is good for him or not. We cannot see. So if you want, then make him a guru, otherwise don't make him a guru. I prayed like that and I came out. And Sridhar Maharaj was talking to my husband when I came out. And he said, Kratu Prabhu, now you should become a guru. So then I thought, Nrsingadev is giving permission. So in 2 months he became a guru. In 2002, October, I think. So we always pray to Krishna that whatever is good for us, do that. So 2002 he became a guru, and then Gopal Krishna Maharaj asked me that you will able to travel? So I said, Maharaj, if you give me your mercy, then I will able to travel. Because he was traveling so much without him. So he gave me a big smile. And then we moved from Delhi to Vrindavan in Keshav Kunj. And 2017, he had a knee replacement in Ahmedabad. So we went to see Radha Govind Dev, and we find out that Jayapataka Maharaj is there. So he said, I want to see him. So that day he was giving initiation, Maharaj. So he was very busy. But when he was going to the temple, we met him in the way. And then he asked Maharaj, please give me some instruction, what should I do? He says, you have to do Raganuga Bhakti in Viraha of Krishna. You have to preach in Viraha of Krishna. Means we have to not stay in Vrindavan, but go everywhere and preach. Every time I used to say, I want to stay in Vrindavan and do bhakti. So he used to tell me, you stay in Vrindavan, but Prabhupada told me to preach, so Prabhupada will be happy. So he always he told me that when my body doesn't work, then I will stay in Vrindavan and do my sadhana. So Krishna is so kind. So he always used to help us. And one time he was very sick and he had a program. So we went there and he was lying in the bed. And he said, do the kirtan and everything, and when the class comes, then call me. So the devotee, Braj Kishori, came and said, Maharaj, if you are very sick, somebody else will give class. He says, no, I will get up from my deathbed and I will give class. And then he went and he gave a class. So preaching was his life. Nobody can stop. One day he came home and he told me, don't disturb me, don't say anything, I'm very, very tired. So he was trying to go to bed and somebody knocked the door. And I said, somebody wants to speak to you. He went down and speak to her or him for 2 hours and make them a devotee. So he doesn't want to stop his preaching. One time he didn't come home for a long time, so I was worried. So when he came, I said, what he was doing? He says, one devotee was leaving ISKCON. So I was preaching to him that please don't leave ISKCON. His instruction is, don't leave ISKCON in any condition. If devotee make you lie down on the throne, you still stay in ISKCON, GBC and Prabhupada. Don't leave these three things because Prabhupada make us devotee. So we should not go anywhere and we have to just surrender to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada body is a GBC, so we have to always listen to GBC. And ISKCON is Prabhupada ISKCON, so we always have to follow ISKCON. So that was his regulation. Every time something happened, he says, no, we have to please GBC, ISKCON and Prabhupada. So I'm telling all of you too, that doesn't matter what happened, what condition Krishna puts you in for your exam. So please pass the exam, don't leave. Sometimes we think, oh, why my husband left? I won't do devotional service anymore. No, we have to be loyal to Prabhupada. Prabhupada is always very merciful. So we have to do whatever Prabhupada said. Prabhupada said, preach, means preach. So it is very nice that he always followed that instruction. And he used to open his calendar and he said, this day is empty. So I used to tell him that you should take a rest one day. But he said no. Then he will find some program and he will fill up that. So always he had a calendar in his hand and program, which program after what. One time he had a stunt. So I told doctor, tell him not to do too much preaching. When we were leaving the hospital, he didn't want to sit on the wheelchair. So I was forcing him. So doctor said, don't force him. If he wants to walk and go, let him go. And then I told doctor that he gives long lectures, sometimes 2 hours. So it's not good for him. So doctor said, don't take away his life. His life is preaching. Even doctor says, this Maharaj is my Jan. So he used to always take care of him. So he says, after 45 minutes, give some water. So he will be okay, but let him speak. So even doctor was helping us. Even doctor was asking him, what is your program? Where are you going? What are you doing? Every 3 months we have to do checkup. So even doctor was helping that you're doing very good job and you should do it. So Krishna is always make arrangement so we can preach. And he live our vision, but he is always with us. He is in a spiritual world, he is watching us. That are we in Maya? If we are in Maya, then he will chastise you. And if you do some good service, then he will be pleased. So try to please him. He doesn't like to chastise his devotees. Sometimes he used to tell me, I have to take danda now and chastise them. But his nature was not that. Sometimes I used to chastise, and he used to get mad at me. He said, you won't leave anybody to stay. So be kind to everybody. So his nature was very trunadapi sunichena tarorapi sahisnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadhari. He was a bhakta vassal, disciple vassal. For disciple he used to do anything. Sometimes he will say, oh, if some devotee is sick, he will be very kind and he will pray to Radharani and Krishna that please help him. One time he was in a hospital and the other devotee, Sundar Shyam, was in the hospital, same hospital, but different building. So he's telling me, I'm going to see doctor. So I said, which doctor? He said, no, the Sundar Shyam is in the hospital. So he sit down on the wheelchair and he was going to go, and then nurse say, you cannot go. And Sundar Shyam was saying, I want to see Maharaj. So he came and see Maharaj in the room. So, and he will ask, did he get a room? Is he okay? What is it? So I used to tell him, you're praying for the devotees. Why don't you pray for you, that you get better? He says, no, it's up to Krishna. Whatever he wants is okay. But for my disciple, I have to pray. So he was a Bhakta Vassal. चैतन्य महाप्रभु आस रामानंद राय कि सबसे बड़ा दुख क्या है, तो फिर रामानंद राय कहते हैं कि सबसे बड़ा दुख वैष्णव भक्तजन का विरह. सो हमें विरह तो है, लेकिन ही इज़ विथ अस. सो वी हैव टू बी स्ट्रांग एंड प्रीच. एंड ही डजंट वांट एनीबडी टू क्राई. He used to tell me, tell everybody to preach, not cry. That my Guru Maharaj is gone. If you think like that, then your faith is not there. Then you will be away from your spiritual master. But if you think that every minute my spiritual master with me, then you will make progress. So that's what we was thinking every minute, that Prabhupada is with us. So then you have a faith in Prabhupada, then Prabhupada always help. One day I am so stupid, so I think, because I never talk to Prabhupada, but he always fulfills my desire in a dream or something like that. So I tell Prabhupada, you have so many disciples, so I never even speak to you, so I don't know you know me or not. So next day Prabhupada goes in, one of the disciples named Paresh, and he said, Amrita Kelly is a good devotee. And he asked, how about my Guru Maharaj? He said, he is very good, but she is very good too. So when I find out that, I start crying, that I doubt my spiritual master. So I pray to Prabhupada, please, please forgive me that I thought like that. I should never thought like that. So Prabhupada is always listening. One time I said, Prabhupada, I want to preach, but I'm not preaching that good. So then I went to one devotee's dream, and I told her, go home to home and preach. So she opened so many bhakti vriks and start preaching. And she told me, because you came in my dream and you said this, that's why I start bhakti vriks. So Prabhupada fulfills desire like that. So all we have to do is ask Prabhupada, how can we serve you? Then he will guide us. Prabhupada goes in people's dream and preach. So Maharaj does the same thing. He goes in people's dream and he brings them. Even Krishna Chaitanya, he bring him from his college. He went to his room and he stayed with him for one night. And then he pulled him out from there. And he has to have a job, so he got the job in Delhi. So he started living in the temple. So he had an association with Maharaj, and then he became a devotee. So a spiritual master even pulls you out from anywhere. So we have to be very strong that you all got the mercy of the Maharaj by Prabhupada mercy. So please be careful and chant your 16 round very careful. That's what Maharaj said. We have to do our sadhana pakka. Then we will make progress. He says, if somebody doesn't have mala in his neck, that means he is not chanting. So always we have to have mala. So whenever we have time, we can chant. Prabhupada says, if policeman goes without his dress, then nobody knows he's a policeman. But he puts his clothes, then everybody knows he's a policeman. So same way we have to with mala, tilak, kanthi. If you go out, then in your book bag, keep some books. Even metro, people ask, is there a temple around? Because they see your dress. So we have to be always with the tilak and kanthi and mala, so we can preach. So many people ask, where is the temple? And then we give them, and then they go to Sunday feast, and then they get devotee friend, and then they become a devotee. In China, they do that. They have a book table, and then people come, take book, and they say, oh, we have nice Sunday feast, go and enjoy. So they go in, they take a feast, and then before feast they have a class, so they have to listen to the class. And then they like the feast, so they come next Sunday. And then they become a devotee slowly and gradually. They make a friend in a temple. One time his professor was coming from St. Louis. The professor was coming from St. Louis, so he asked, I told him that we should invite him home because it was Sunday. He says, Sunday for Swami Prabhupada. So I won't invite him at home. I'll invite him in the temple. So he was Chinese, so he came to the temple. And that day, the temple made a lemon rice. So he liked it so much, the lemon rice, and he started asking me, if I go to St. Louis temple, I will get the lemon rice. I said, yes, you should go. So he started going to the temple. So if we invite at home, then we might not be able to preach that much. But if we invite him in the temple, so he got a mercy of Krishna. So we always have to engage people. And when they come to the temple, you have to be very merciful and take care of them. So Krishna has everything, but Krishna wants our love. The same way people comes in the temple, they want our love. So if we give love, then they will come. But if we don't take care of them, then they come and then they go. So we have to always take care. So that way they can become a devotee. And he used to say that come to the program, each one preach one. And each one bring 11 people to the Bhakti Vriksha. And those 11 people will bring another people. So that's how they can become a devotee. They can bring their friends and relatives. So we have to do the same thing. I don't know how much time I have. I finished. Thank you. Thank you so much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.